Yeah, this is the closest we've been allowed in so far. We're about a half-mile away from the blast site. You can see that the roadblock here is still in effect, so if you live beyond this point, you can't go back home just yet. However, we did obtain exclusive footage that gets us pretty close to the plant, and we also met a great couple that has an amazing story of rescue.
A picture, it's a story.
A portrait studio was a fast way for Billy Burch and his wife Steffanie
Oh my goodness.
to meet the faces of a community they've called home less than a year. Their shop, along with most others downtown, showed signs of what happened in West last week.
It was probably about a foot out.
An explosion at the fertilizer plant a mile away.
And had to take and reach up and grab the desk and move it back up against the wall.
While many residents ran away from the scene, the couple ran to it.
And then the nursing home, people coming out bleeding, and I still had no idea what had happened.
Elderly patients buried under the rubble just a block away from the blast.
You had wires hanging down. There were light fixtures, some that were still hanging. There was no ceiling. You could hear water leaking in already. You could hear the screams from patients trying to get out.
It wasn't something you think about at the time. You just do what you have to do.
They rescued 16 people before emergency crews arrived.
And so for the people that have lost loved ones, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes right now. I would hate to think that my son was there when that happened, because he would have been one of the ones that might be unaccounted for or deceased. And that would have been one of the hardest things I've ever faced in my life, is to lose one of my children.
Pictures say something, tell a story. This one of the home they lost in a fire 2 years ago.
When you see that in a picture, it can describe every bit of their hurt, every bit of their pain, and every bit of their sorrow.
But in time, they say a picture can change for the better.
You just hope for the best at all times.